Hello students, I'm Chalma Reddy. Welcome to CR Maths class. Whatever is need in objective, those concepts I am going to discuss. So statistics is a very important chapter. In every session, they are giving one question in mains as well as in MSET also two questions they are giving. Okay. Now the following are the important types of averages. One is arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, median, mode. Already we have discussed arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Those are individual series. But discrete series, continuous series, what is the formula? I'm going to discuss now. Yeah, we consider these measures in three cases. One is individual series. Second one is discrete series. Third one is continuous series. Okay. Now, arithmetic mean, individual series. Arithmetic mean means already you know that in earlier classes also 8th, 9th standard. If x1, x2, x3 and so on xn are the values of the variable x, then arithmetic mean is usually denoted by x bar, mu, u, or e of x. Sum of the observations by total number of observations. Here total n observations are there. Numerator write that sum of the observation divided by total number of observations. So x bar is equal to 1 by n into sigma xi. This is individual series. In discrete series, students copy this formula. In discrete series, if a variable takes the values x1, x2, x3, xn and corresponding frequencies f1, f2, f3 and so on fn, then the arithmetic mean x bar is given by x bar is equal to f1 x1 plus f2 x2 plus and so on fn xn divided by f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus and so on fn. This is I am writing in short form 1 divided by capital N into sigma fi xi. Capital N means sigma fi. In discrete series, how to find the mean? This is the formula. Okay, remember it. This is important formula. Next, combined arithmetic mean. Combined arithmetic mean. If xi, where I is equal to 1, 2, 3, k, these are means of k series. See here, xi bar. These are means of k series of sizes. And ni, that means n1, n2, n3, and so on, nk respectively. Then the combined or composite mean x bar can be obtained by the formula. X bar is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar plus and so on nk xk bar divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus and so on nk. This is combined arithmetic means. And short form we can write sigma ni x bar by sigma ni. This is important formula in the mains. One question they will give in 2020 September month also one question given. Weighted arithmetic mean W1, W2, W3 and so on Wn be the weights assigned to the values x1, x2, x3 and so on xn respectively a variable x. Then weighted arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to sigma w xi by sigma wi. This is weighted arithmetic mean formula. Previous one combined arithmetic mean. Remember it. Next, I am going to properties of arithmetic mean. Sum of all deviations from arithmetic mean is 0. sigma I is equal to 1 to n, xi minus x bar is equal to 0. That value should be 0. Sum of all the deviations from arithmetic mean is 0. This is the formula. Either individual series or discrete or continuous series also, any one. But in the examination, they don't give continuous series related problems. Maximum individual series related problems, they will give 90%. Some discrete series related problems also they will. Finally, what I am saying here, sum of all the deviations from arithmetic mean is 0. That's why whenever we are solving the problem, we are putting the modulus. Otherwise, the observation is going to 0. Sum of the deviation is going to 0. Now, each observation is increased or decreased by a given constant k. The mean is also increased or decreased by k. Suppose they will give the mean of 10 observation is 10. Then each observation is increased by some particular constant. What is the new mean? What is the new mean? If the observation is increased particular constant means, so the mean also increased that constant only. Or decreased means decreased. Increased means add, decreased means subtract. Okay. One more point. The property is also known as effect of change of origin. Effect of change of origin. Whenever you are adding that each observation or subtracting each observation, the mean is going to change or not. So the property is also known as effect of change of origin. Remember it. Next, geometric mean. Already we know very well geometric mean. Individual series given means x1, x2, x3 and so on xn. Then geometric mean is x1, x2, x3 and so on xn whole power 1 by n. 1 by n. Geometric mean of two numbers. How we are writing? Square root of AB. That means AB whole power 1 by 2. This is geometric mean of A and B. A and B only two numbers. That's why the power we are getting 1 by 2. If three numbers, 1 by 3. Four numbers, 1 by 4. If n, the power is 1 by n. Product of the numbers whole power 1 by n. This is geometric mean in case of individual series given means. Okay. Next. In case discrete or continuous series given. What is the geometric series means? X1 power f1, x2 power f2 and so on. Xn power fn whole power 1 by capital N. X1, x2, x3 and so on xn are these are observations, and f1, f2, f3 and so on fn are frequencies. The sum of frequencies capital N. This is already you know very well. Okay, students, what is the geometric mean when they are given discrete or continuous series means? This is the formula. Okay, next I'm going to discuss harmonic mean. Harmonic means reciprocal of arithmetic mean only, but finally harmonic mean formula. The harmonic mean is based on reciprocals of the values of the variable. So that is harmonic mean is equal to 1 by n into 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2 plus and so on 1 by xn. What is the harmonic mean of A and B? This is the formula 1 by 2 into 1 by A plus 1 by B. Do some calculation here, you will get like this 2AB by A plus B. This is harmonic mean of A and B. Here only two numbers, that's why I am written 2. 3 terms, right? 3, 4 terms, right? 4. N terms, right? N here. Students, are you understood? Or we can write in short form. 1 by h is equal to 1 by n into sigma 1 by xi. Just we are written reciprocal. This is only individual series. Or either discrete series or continuous series given means this is the formula. 1 by h is equal to 1 by n into sigma fi 1 by xi. What is capital N? Sum of frequencies only. Sigma fi only. Next, here observations are always positive, and arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean is greater than or equal to harmonic mean. And we know that arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, these are formed in GP series. Okay, so G square is equal to arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. This formula also already we are discussed in sequences and series. Okay, students. Next, I'm going to discuss median. How to find the median when they are given individual series. If the given observations or given items are arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude, the items can be arranged in either ascending order or descending order. Then the middle values is called median. The middle values is called median. For suppose I am writing here observation 1, 3, 5, 8, 10, 11. These are the observations, or you can write 98. This I am written increasing order. What is the middle value here? 8 is the middle value. This is median of the observation. Median of the observation. Because here see that 3 plus 3, 6, 7. 7 observations are there. That means odd number of observations. So the middle value, only one value is, that is median. Or here they are given formula. Odd number of values given means median is equal to size of n plus 1th by 2 item. That means here, what is the n value, students? 7. 7. Apply the formula. 7 plus 1 by 2. That is 8 by 2. Fourth item. See here. First, second, third. This is fourth item. Yes or no? Already you know that in binomial theorem, how we are identifying the middle terms. Same process. Okay. For suppose even number of items are there. After 98, I am writing 220. These are the numbers. These are increasing order now. So what are the middle values here? 8 and 10. These are the middle values. Left side 3 observations, right side 3 observations. So the average of middle values. Average means what is there? 8 plus 10 by 2. How much? This is 9. So here median is 9. But here they are given formula. You can follow formula method also. In case of even number of values, median is equal to average of n by 2 and n plus 2 by 2 observation. N by 2 plus n by 2 and n plus 2 by 2 observation. That means the average of middle values. Average means you know that mean only. Okay, students, are you understood now? Whatever they will give the values, write in either ascending order or a descending order. Identify the middle values. Those are median of the given series. Okay, right? If in case discrete frequency distribution given, arrange the data in ascending or descending order. find the cumulative frequency. Find the cumulative frequency and find sum of cumulative frequency. That value should be capital N or not. Find sum of cumulative frequency. This is capital N. Okay. So median is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2th item. If n is odd, the sum of the frequencies value odd means use this formula. Size of n plus 2th item. If n is even, average, that means 1 by 2 of n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation. Okay. So when we are getting the median in frequency distribution, first find that cumulative frequency, find sum of the cumulative frequency. The sum is either odd or even. By observing that, we can find median of the frequency distribution. Okay, so here already written n means sigma fi, sum of frequencies. Students, all of you understood now how we are finding the median. Next, arithmetic mean. Mean completed, median completed. Next, what is the mode? What is mode? The mode is that value in a series of observations which occurs with greatest frequency. In case individual series, the mode is value which occurs more frequently. How many number of times it is repeating, that observation we will say that mode. Which observation is repeatedly, number of times came repeatedly, that value we will say that mode of the observation. For suppose example 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. What is mode of this observation? 2, because 2 is repeated 3 times. 1 is repeated only 2 times. And 3, 5, 6 it is repeated only 1 time. So finally, mode of this observation is 2, because 2 is frequently repeated. Okay, right. Next, relation between the mean, median, and mode. Friends, this is a very, very important formula. Mean minus mode, that is equal to 3 into mean minus median. Mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median. Or to calculate this, mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. This is very, very important formula. Okay. Next, up to here, we have completed mean, median, mode only. Next, measures of dispersions. Measures of dispersions are 4 types. One is range, another one is mean deviation. Mean deviation about mean, about median, about mode, again 3 types. Next, quartile deviation, standard deviation. So actually quartile deviation, it will come in higher classes. So in intermediate, that is a little bit concept is there. But we can discuss range, mean deviation, standard deviation. Range already you know very well. Now we are going to discuss mean deviation and standard deviation. What is the range? See, the range is difference between the largest and smallest observation. The range is difference between the largest and smallest observation. It's called range. Next, what is coefficient of range? Coefficient of range is equal to range divided by maximum plus minimum observation. This is coefficient of range formula. Next, mean deviation. Whenever they are given individual series, if x1, x2, x3 and so on, xn are in n observations. n observation. Then mean deviation about a point M. M means either mean or median or mode. First, given observe by observing the given observations. How to find mean, median, mode? Already we have discussed. Now, mean deviation, this is the formula. Mean deviation is equal to 1 by n. N means number of observations. Sigma modulus xi minus m. If you are not putting modulus, what happened? You will get 0. Already we have discussed. Okay. Sigma xi minus m, where m is mean, median, mode, anyone. So they will ask the question, find the mean deviation about mean. At that time, in place of m, find the mean. Mean deviation about median, mean deviation about mode. They will ask clearly, don't worry. Okay. So, but the formula is same. In discrete or continuous series given means, this is the formula, mean deviation 1 by n sigma fi into modulus xi minus m. What is capital N? Sum of frequencies only. Sum of frequencies only, where m is either mean or median or mode. Coefficient of mean deviation by m. Coefficient of mean deviation about mean, about median, about the mode. They will ask like that. So m is the either mean or median or mode. What they are asking by observing that condition, take the m value, either mean or median or mode. Next, quartile deviation. Just I am giving a small information. Quartile deviation means Q3 minus Q1 by 2. How to find Q1, Q3? Where Q3 and Q1 are third quartile and first quartile. Q1 and Q3 can be calculated similar manner as median only. In fact, quartile divides the data into 4 parts. Divide into 4. Median means it divides only 2 parts. Now quartile deviation means it divides 4 parts. So first part and Q3 means third part. By finding the first and third, you'll get quartile deviation. See how to find that in individual series Q1, Q3. This is individual series. Arrange the data either ascending order or descending order. Q1 is equal to size of n plus 1 by 4th. Q3 means 3 into n plus 1 by 4th item. In case of discrete frequency distribution, Q1 is obtained by considering the cumulative frequency. Find n by 4. Find n by 4. What is n? Frequencies. Find the cumulative frequency just more than n by 4. Just more than n by 4. The corresponding value of x is Q1. The corresponding value of x is Q1. Similarly, obtaining Q3, find 3n by 4. The cumulative frequency, just more than 3n by 4, whatever is there, corresponding value of x, that is Q3. Corresponding value of x is Q3. Okay, next, coefficient of quartile deviation. This is the formula, Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus Q1. Coefficient of quartile deviation. Next, I'm going to discuss standard deviation, variance, standard deviation. When they are given individual series, this is an important formula in particularly either mains or MCET. Variance means it is denoted by sigma square. Already we know that in random variables. Sigma square is equal to 1 by n into sigma xi minus x bar whole square. Or we can write like this also. This formula already we know that 1 by n into sigma xi square minus mu square. That is called variance. Square root of variance is called standard deviation. Students, note down this formula. If discrete frequency given x1, x2, x3 and so on xn, f1, f2, f3 and so on fn respectively, then sigma square, how we are finding means by using this formula. By using this formula. Here 1 by capital N. Capital N means what? Sum of frequencies only. Okay, students. So variance, how we are finding, are you understood now? Remember it, this formula. Every year they are asking one question. Standard deviation means the positive square root of variance is called standard deviation. There is no effect of change of origin on standard deviation, but mean it is going to change. Yes or no? Mean deviation is going to change, but here there is no change in standard deviation. Next, just only two formulas are there. Coefficient of standard deviation is sigma by x bar. Coefficient of standard deviation is sigma by x bar. Sigma means standard deviation. X bar means mean. Coefficient of variation, that is equal to sigma by x bar into 100. Sigma by x bar into 100.